I remember the coach saying like, I don't think she will get anywhere, like, because she's old, like age wise she's not young. Body composition she's not great, like she's weak. But I just loved it. I used to spend 3-4 hours on court, not get bored, not wanting to leave the club. So I think, yeah, I just enjoyed it. And at some point it was either squash or handball, and I picked squash, although I was really good in handball. Like,
So if you're 9-year-old, 10-year-old Nouran and you're smaller than everybody else and lighter than everybody
and I
else,
had glasses like this, and no, that was.
and and you've come from China essentially, you've not necessarily grown up
Yes.
in the Egyptian culture as a kid. At what point does it become clear that this is a sport you have a talent for? Because it doesn't sound like you were
Yes.
immediately, she's going to be a world champion. So when does that start to actually happen?
So funny enough, the first three national tournaments I entered. So actually, the very first tournament I entered was in Alexandria Sporting Club, and I lost from Minna Hamid.
Yeah.
I lost from her 3-2, and then the next tournament we play in El Said, it's another club. I lost 3-2, same Minna. And then the third tournament I played, Sumoha Club, I lost to Minna 3-2, same player. And I was so bad at losing. I was like, I couldn't accept it. I was like, and then because I wasn't taking the losses as well, my coach decided to make me not enter competitions, like just train. And like for 6 months, he just made me. So that was when I was maybe 9.5 or something.
Okay.
And then I didn't play until I was 10, under 11s, and then I got back. So actually people joke about it because when I started, as I said, I was tiny, small, with glasses, losing first round, blah, blah. So they always say, okay, she was this girl, and then she went. I took 6 months off, like not playing tournaments, just training, and then I went back winning everything. And so I was like, I did win like the nationals under 11, and actually in this tournament I it was still the scoring from 9, and I won the final 9-1, 9-1, 9-1. Like I was pretty good for my age at that time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and then from there, like it went okay. Like, yeah.
So it was almost immediate instant success.
Yeah, but then yeah, and then British Junior Open obviously,
Yeah.
and then so I went under 13, got second place. And then from there I started to like, it was a very strong age actually. Like it was Salma, Mariam, Yathrib. We had many good players, and then after that Habiba came.
Yeah.
So we were like a good 5-6 players that were competing over like British Junior Opens or World Juniors. And
Because I mean, around this time is when you then obviously go on, you win the World Juniors a couple of
so
times.
yeah, so I won the World Juniors the first time when I was 17. So I reached the final when I was 16, first time, but lost to Habiba in the final in Namibia. And then at 17, I beat Habiba in the final. So I beat Mariam in the semis, I think, and then Habiba in the final.
Around that time, that's when you start breaking onto the tour, PSA tour as well, as when you're sort of 17, I think 18-ish. You always, even from a very, very early age on tour, you always kind of had this, your nickname is the Terminator.
Thanks,
This,
Joe.
the sort of very hard-nosed persona on court. Off court, you're a very different character. Do you think that stems from sort of being a kid that didn't grow up in Egypt and then playing and maybe being like a bit of an outsider? Like, is that is that a conscious decision to have a kind of game face and a private face?
I've never felt like an outsider, especially with my school. So my school, it was Lycée Français. It's like the French school, and we're all different. Like we all come from different backgrounds, and it taught me to be open minded in a way to accept everyone. So I had people coming from everywhere in the world. Like, so in school, I never felt different, but obviously in the squash community, I felt like I came in late, and obviously no one likes, especially in competitive like areas or something, no one likes if you have a potential and you're coming from outside.
Yeah.
They don't really like,
Especially when you're kids.
yeah, they won't really welcome you with open hands, like,
Yeah.
like, and then obviously there's some difficulties, and then people saying, oh, you can't do it, you can't achieve, you can't. But to be honest, it can be bad. But in my story, I think it was good. It gave me more motivation. Okay, I'm gonna prove you wrong, and not in a way that I wanna be aggressive or something. No, it's just it's the fire within me that I wanna prove to myself before anyone else that I'm capable of doing this.
Yeah.
So I think actually it did help me having this position, this positioning did help me growing up having the mentality of, okay, I'm gonna prove you wrong.
And is that sort of where the origin of the let's call the on court character, the very
Yeah.
steely determination, is that
Maybe.
kind of part of that?
I think maybe it is, because other than that I would never be able to achieve what I have achieved, because again, it's uh, I'm not having all the advantages that everyone else have, from again age point of view, from support from the beginning. Like the only people that were supporting me were my mom and dad. And as I mentioned in the documentary, the very first one who really believed that I can do something was Mohammed Midhat. He was a very close friend to my mom because they went to school together actually.
Yeah.
And he did see in me something that not particularly every single coach saw. So, and that's why also this is one side of, like you're saying, the seriousness on court, whatever. But I'm also very, uh, I think I'm very grateful and loyal to the people that really believed in me at certain point. Like I still love to go back and talk to them, and I have the same with my fitness coach that like
Yeah.
started with me when I was 8 years old. Like I can like I have a special connection, because I feel like they were the few people that believed in me at the very beginning. Now it's like everyone is like gonna clap for you, right?
Yeah.
But at the very beginning, it's truly the people that see in you what others don't see, that are like people that you should value in your life.